5 days, 4 nights, Lakeshore Trail at Pictured Rocks. Got up here about 11:45 a.m., which was just in time to get on the shuttle. Our driver was Jimbo, who's probably in his 70s or early 80s. He was a riot, I'll tell you that much. He says, yeah, I take these curves at about 60 or 70. And I just thought he was joking, trying to be funny. He actually does drive 70 miles an hour around the curves. We just got on trail. We are heading to SABLE East campground. And about 5 or 6 miles is Log Slide. And from there, camp's 2 miles away. There's a lighthouse, and here's like a landslide. After the Hurricane River campground, the trail turns back into more of a trail, which is nice. Just kind of going through this piney, rooty forest, I guess, little path. Not too muddy, a couple low spots, but other than that, it's been pretty much a breeze the whole way down here. Just hiking right along the Lake Superior here. And we're going to be coming up to 12-mile campground as our next spot. I'm hoping for a little turnout to get a better view of Lake Superior from this side along the way, but we'll continue down this trail and see where it takes us. I just passed through the 12-mile campground, back on the North Country Trail now. Again, a little bit of road walk, past about 30 car camping sites. The weather is updated on the bulletin boards in there, so I got updated forecast for tonight. And yeah, it's nice that they do that. Being able to, I mean, I'm a weather nerd, so I like to know that stuff, but I knew tonight was going to not be as cold as last night, but I was not expecting tomorrow night. It's going to be about 10 degrees warmer than tonight, so it's a bonus, I guess. Still in the 40s, but yeah, I'll take the warmer weather at night. I did develop sort of a cold spot that early on in the night on my sleeping pad, but I put my closed cell foam sit pad on it and I was fine. So yeah, overall I slept through the night perfectly. Did not, I don't remember waking up once. So I went to sleep about 11, woke up at 6, and had that thought, I'm like, I did not wake up last night. That was awesome. So yeah, we're gonna continue down this a couple miles and then we'll be at camp. So I'm kind of going slow because it's about 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm just gonna kind of lax my way in there. So up here is a little cabin of some sort. It's numbered, like they may have rented it out but at one point, but you can tell it has fallen into disrepair. People haven't really been here in a while. But inside there's a little chair, a little table. You can't really see too well, but yeah, I guess you can see the chair there. But yeah, a little numbered, so like it was once maybe rented out, but the roof is pretty bad, and the door, you can tell some animals have gotten into it. So not sure they rent it out anymore, but it was probably once a cabin or a cottage for something at some point. And it's got this beautiful little view coming down to the water here. So I'm tempted to go down there and hang out. I cannot get over how cool this trail is. It's just right along the water here. So you're just coming down right next to this. Oh. Lake Superior. So I just got like permit checked or whatever by a park ranger just outside of 7-Mile. And he's like, there's a bear there. I'm like, oh, okay. It's like, I didn't see it when I was there, but be careful. So apparently we're camping with a bear who's still around. All right, this is 7-Mile Creek. Bridge is a little broken right here, but yeah, that'll probably be my water source for the night, and then the campground should just be right over here. So all right, it is the beginning of day 3 or Wednesday, whatever day it is. We are heading to COVES campsite from 7-Mile. It's only about 7 miles away from 7-Mile. So there's a loop by the Beaver Creek campsite. So I'm probably going to stop and spend time on the beach today before camp, and possibly check out a loop just to add some miles. But yeah, it was a little bit colder last night than the night before. Just a couple of degrees, but you could definitely feel it. which is the opposite of the forecast. It was supposed to be colder Monday night and a little bit warmer Tuesday night. But I think where we were staying, it just happened to be colder. So yeah, tonight should be much warmer. I think the low's going to be in like right around 50, and the high today should be in the 60s, close to 70 probably on the beach. So yeah, we might go in the water. Probably not, but maybe. Also, bear update. There was no bear at 7 Mile. So didn't see one, hear one. So it either moved on or it was just a little tale that was told. But yeah, there was like a mess of garbage. So I can see why there would have been one there. It's like chips and stuff just like laying out around the fire pit and just trash in the fire ring. So I can see why one would have been attracted down there. I call this section of trail the never-ending flat mosquito haven. This gentleman and his wife are hiking by in the other direction. They're like, there's a set of wheels up there if you get tired of walking. And I'm like, yeah, it's basically a highway back there. And sure enough, there is the famous old car. I'll have to ask my buddy Greg, who tinkers with all these old cars. He rebuilds a bunch of old cars. Ask him what this thing is. I don't even know. I'll take a picture of it. Alright, so camp is set up. It looks like it might rain. So, I mean, this is probably my worst pitch of the trip, but I'm down here on site number 4, I think. Let me walk back and... yeah, site number 4. There's like dead trees at every site here. So this is the best one as far as dead trees goes. I mean, there's a dead tree right there. There's like an almost dead tree right here. And this one's almost dead as well. So, but somehow this is the best one out of the sites here as far as dead trees is concerned. There are about 1,000 mosquitoes here. So I've currently, I mean, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon and there's 1,000, and I see why. Right back here, right behind my site, is a swamp. Right back in there. Which I guess this could be like your water source, if you want it to be. But yeah, there's a swamp right back there. So that would explain the mosquitoes. But just got the tent set up. I'm gonna get out of here and go for a little day hike. Oh yeah, this is like Red River Gorge. Even like the like all the little indentations and things like that. There's a little cave in there. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. See, this is why you don't just stay at camp when you get there at 2 p.m. You just go on a little day hike, see stuff like that. It's the White Pine Trail. And look, a white pine right there. All right, it is the beginning of day, what day is it, 4? Day 3, day 4, something like that. And we are heading towards the actual Pictured Rocks side of Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. The goal today is cliffs, campsite, but I may have a secret goal for myself. This is pretty cool. About 0.1 from camp. Little rocky outcropping there. I can't really stop and look at everything today. I kind of want to use my stops wisely, just because the mileage I need to get done today. So I plan on stopping a bit more when there's more views over the water. So yeah, we're gonna keep going. Pretty cool with the fog back there still burning off. And right at Chapel Beach, and you can see Chapel Rock is right about there in frame. We are somewhere between Mosquito and Potato Patch. There was like a little uphill section out of Mosquito that was kind of rough, but now we're cruising along back up on the bluff through this nice little forest area. Keep coming out to little views along the way. So we were down at that little shelf there, but more around the corner, and then we're back up on this bluff again. So yeah, making progress. It's good. It's a good trail so far. We're about 9 miles in today. About 7 more to the Cliffs campsite. So we'll get there and see what we're doing. Potato Patch right here. And we're up pretty high in elevation. Looks like we're going down quite a bit here. So probably going down and then back up. Just passed through Miners Beach and over the Miners River. We're about 1 mile away from Miners Castle, where we will stop, take a little break, and then it is about 7 miles out to Munising Falls. It's about 2 o'clock right now, so hoping to start those last 7 miles around 4 after taking a little bit of a lunch break at Miners Castle, and then hopefully out around 6. We are here at Miners Castle. Nice. Oh, this is right next to Cliffs Campground. Fitting name. So Cliffs is back here. We're gonna sneak back here, take a little break. So this is Cliffs Campground. We made it. It's about 3:45 right now in the afternoon. It is about 3:48. It's about 1.78 from so 1.8 miles from Miners Castle, pretty close to 2. And then we've got 5.1 left for today, which should get us out of here around 6 or 7 o'clock, depending on how muddy it is. This trail just up to here was pretty muddy. Show you my feet. I did go in a couple times. See if I can fly on me. But yeah, so you can see, did step in a couple times, but it's not bad. Well, just gonna risk this little guy. Just walking under a tree that's being held up by another tree. I'm on this old road, or what it seems like an old road right here. Just judging by how wide it is right there and around here. Seems wide enough to be like an old road of some kind. But I passed a sign that said 6 miles to Miner's Castle, and I definitely walked 4.9 according to my GPS watch. So I don't know, either the sign's wrong or my watch is wrong, or a combination. So I was just keep pushing on, not wanting to take a break because I'm like, I'm almost done. And just kind of had that realization that you get at the end of every trip that I'm almost done with this trip. This trip that I've been thinking about since February when I booked my sites. It's just it's like that sad little moment when you realize you're almost done. So I was like excited to leave, and now I'm kind of like, crap, I'm leaving. And also like, why didn't I camp one more night? So I'm glad I pushed and did this 20-mile day just to get that milestone. It's awesome to hit a hiker milestone, or we'll see. I'll put down below what I actually ended up doing for mileage, because I have to look at the map to find out. But yeah, overall, it's been a great trip. The weather has been great. No crazy wildlife encounters, which is kind of a bummer. Like, I didn't see any deer or any eagles. Saw a couple hawks today, but other than like a few squirrels, some chipmunks, seagulls and crows and some other birds, didn't see much for wildlife. My sleep setup worked well. The combination between a summer pad and a 20-degree quilt was a great combination. Good call. So that is going to wrap it up for this trip. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos from me. Yeah, it's been a great trip, and I'll see you on the next one.